Can you remember the first video game you ever played? My journey into the gaming world all started with my very first Nintendo when I was 4 years old. My neighbor across the street gave me her NES with just one game, and that game was Tetris. I'm sure everybody has played Tetris before. It wasn't long after I got my Nintendo that I wanted to keep exploring for new games. Every weekend, I would look forward to going to the pawn shop with my stepfather. He would always let me choose as many games as I wanted. In just a few months, I had an arsenal of games at my fingertips. I had always wondered, what does it take to make these games? How do they bring an idea to life on screen? Epic games need epic designers. The more I played, the more I wanted to know. 2 years later, my dad introduced me to MS DOS. He taught me how to navigate through the program so that I could explore new games that I never knew existed. A core game I'll never forget was Wolfenstein 3D, originally released in 1992. This game changed the world of gaming that I knew altogether. Computer gaming was now my favorite hobby. One night, I went over to my dad's house to play Dungeons and Dragons. Only 6 years old, I was bored. I remember my dad trying everything he could to keep my attention, but I was getting tired of hearing stories and rolling dice. So my dad asked me if I wanted to try a new game he had just bought for his computer. This new game changed my life completely. An absolute classic, Warcraft 2. I stayed up all night that night with my dad to play this new game as much as I could. I remember fighting with my dad, begging him to stay up late so that I could play longer and finish my mission. I had played many games, but none compared to this one. It was then that I knew that I wanted to make this my career. In 2005, my favorite game released for the PC, Warcraft 3. To this day, I still play this game. Gaming wasn't really a big thing back then, especially for a kid my age. When I told my parents I wanted to make video games for a living, they said that isn't a real career. Epic games need epic designers. It wasn't until recently that I decided I wanted to follow through with my original career path and be a part of something bigger than myself. It was this reason that pushed me to apply for school and take the next big step in my life. I love playing games so much, why not make it my job? My goal is to immerse players of all ages into a magical world of limitless possibilities. To create this virtual world for players all around the world, I will use my knowledge of level design, game mechanics, and programming. Epic games need epic designers. I believe I am one of those designers. I am an artist that wants to create and learn as I follow my path to my dreams. Blizzard is the means for me to openly express myself in an environment that accepts me as I am and values my ideas. With a designer like me on your team, together we can create an everlasting experience not only to the players, but between each other as well.